Hey everybody, it is Winterpute here with 9.3 July of 40, the Japanese turn. So first thing I want to do is I have one a defense roll I get to make with a submarine, which happened in a combat in I-7 on the British turn. So we're going to go ahead and roll that now. And I get it. So that ends up sinking the Anzac destroyer that was there. And that's nice because that frees up some of my options. So for tech, we're going to go ahead and roll for improved construction. Misses. And then we're going to roll for large ship construction. That I get. Alright, so Japan is at stage 1 for large ship construction. I'll move this out of the way. Now, as far as builds go, we're going to build 1 destroyer, 1 marine, 2 militia, 1 artillery, 2 militia upgrades, and 1 infantry. And then I'm going to be sitting on $1. And then right into combat moves. So we are going to go into the North Island here. And I'm going to slide his guys over here because we'll roll that combat off to the side there. And then what I'm going to go into the North Island with is I'm going to take these 3 transports, I'm going to bring them over here. They're going to pick up these 3 artillery, this marine, and then they're going to come back and then they're going to pick up these other 2 marines. So that'll put in, right there so far, that'll put in 3 artillery, 3 marines. Then we are also going to send in this TAC and these 2 fighters off the carrier decks. Then from P-64, we're going to take this destroyer and pick up this marine in New Guinea, and he's going to come down here and drop off into that combat as well. And then this destroyer in P-53 is going to pick up in New Britain and come down and drop off a marine as well. So let me double check. So yeah, that's going to be 5 marines going in with 3 artillery, 2 fighters, attack, and then we'll have some shore bombardments as well. We'll get that set up in a bit. Let me finish combat moves. So let me adjust the camera here. From P-63, we're going to pick up this marine and go 1, 2, 3 up to I-12, and we're going to drop that marine off into South India. And then from Siam, we're going to take this fighter and TAC bomber and go 1, 2 also into South India. Let's see, we don't need to do that combat move anymore, so I should take that off. Yep, that'll become non-com moves. And then up here, whoops, we're going to take this destroyer in P-15, slide that over to P-14, and then this seaplane from Kyushu is going to go 1, 2, also into P-14 and go after that coastal sub. Give me 1 moment. All right. So that gives us only 3 combats. We'll roll the quick and dirty ones real. So into South India, I'm going to have a, let me slide back here, a 7. That's a 6, so that hits. That kills him, so he's got the 1 defending militia. Whoops. The militia hits, so I lose a marine. And he'll go ahead and keep that territory, unfortunately. And then these guys, well, I'll just say it right now, they'll end up back in Siam. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to leave them there because there is something particular I want to do with them when I land them. Then we have in P14, we've got the destroyer and the seaplane versus that coastal sub. So the destroyer's a 4, miss, and the seaplane is a 3. That also misses. He defends at a 2, miss. Well, that was fortunate. All right, now for the bigger battle. Artillery are not there yet. Okay, so that is mountainous territory. And for shore bombardment, I'm going to have a 4, miss, a 3, that one hits, and then I've got 3 2s. That's 2 hits, another hit. So 2 hits total. So that'll just be 2 militia right off the bat. I'll take it. And then for my actual units, I'm going to have a 7. That hits. 2 6s. That's another hit. And then 5 1s. Those miss. So I've got 2 hits on him, which obviously is going to be the militia and the infantry. Now his return fire is he's going to have a 5 for the mountain. That hits. A 4 for the infantry. That misses. And the militia at a 2. That misses. So he's going to lose the infantry and the militia. I'm going to lose a marine. And then the artillery join the fight. So we'll start off with the 7. And that hits. That's it. Does he get another guy? He misses. All right. That was actually a bit more bloodless for me than I thought it would be. So North Island puts me up $1 to 32, and Zach is at 0, and that is the rest of their. That's effectively the rest of their capital. So the British have until the end of their next turn to liberate either Sydney or parts of the North or South Island. In order to prevent Anzac from surrendering. Scoot all those guys there. I'll get some of that cleaned up in a bit. And we'll move right into non-com. So from P64, we're going to have both the light and the fleet carrier come down to P73, and then the aircraft will actually land on them. A fighter on the light carrier, and then the fleet carrier will have the TAC and the fighter and a fighter. And then from P64, we're going to move. From P64, we're going to move the remaining ships here: the battleship, the light cruiser, and the sub, into P44, which is up here at Palau. And yeah, that's fine. We'll leave that for now. Then from P43 into P44, let me make sure this is in shot, sorry. From P43 into P44, we're going to move that sub. From P42 into P59, we're going to move this fleet carrier, as well as this heavy cruiser. From P44, so that's Palau, we're actually going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to pick up these two guys in Hong Kong. That'll be an infantry and artillery. And we're going to drop them in Siam. And then from P42 into P50, we're going to pick up these two guys in the Philippines, a marine and an infantry. And they are also going to go into Siam. From P15 to P50, we're going to take this light carrier and we're going to bring him down to P50 to join that fleet. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to land the aircraft that were in southern India. And we're going to fly the fighter into Siam, and we're going to have the TAC bomber land on that light carrier that just arrived. All right, so from P50, we're going to have these two light subs go. One is going to go into I-12, the other one is going to go into I-7. There is a sub base there in the Philippines. And then in Tokyo, we're going to have that infantry move into Honshu. And then we're going to have this infantry from Burma slide back into Siam. And then there was also an infantry there in Cochinchina who's going to slide forward into Siam as well. All right. Now my potential sub movements over here changed a little bit, so we can move that around. We're going to have one sub, actually, let's see. So now I got to actually think about this just a little bit, because I wanted to kill that destroyer either way, but now I didn't have to commit my sub, so now I've got to figure out what I want to do with them. 1, 2. We're going to move one of those subs to P50. That sub from I-4 is going into P50. The sub from I-7, 1, 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. The sub from I-7 is going to go into, where's the number? P59. And then the sub that was an I-12 is also going to go into P59. All right, let me take a quick look at things. Oh, back up here, we're going to land that seaplane. I do have long-range aircraft, so he can go 1, 2, 3, and he's actually going to land in, oh, no, actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh no, he won't be able to reach because he has to start off at a seaplane base. Yep, seaplanes, still not a fan. Still not a fan. Let's see, I believe that is everything. Let's see. Yep, that's everything. So my income for this turn, oh, I got to place build, sorry. So we are going to place in Sydney a Marine, and we're going to place a destroyer there at the minor shipyard. We are going to place a militia and militia upgrade. So effectively we're just placing two militia. We're going to add one to Siam, and we're going to add the other one to Cochin China. Cochin China. I'm not sure how it's actually pronounced. Then we are going to place an artillery in Siam as well at the factory. And then we're going to place one infantry in Tokyo. All right. So that leaves me with my income will be, base income will be 32. And so I will collect 35. So I will have 35 on hand for next turn as Japan. And this is Wintermute out.